Satnam, I'm Lillian Savoy here with Kaleb from Chalet Stone. I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
On Awake and Change podcast. And today we are bringing our 80s looks. I have the 80s tapered, and Kaleb has the big hair.
It's the big hair.
Yeah. So we are also sporting today, which she's going to talk about on our podcast today. We're going to talk all about her patio talks, which is deep emotional feelings, big feelings. So if you are this type of person that really likes to dig deep with your feelings and get it out, then this is the podcast for you today. And we're going to talk about her amazing clothes that we are wearing. See the eye on mine, and you have all these beautiful symbols.
Oh, they're wonderful. Yeah, they're great.
Okay, so we're going to do that today. And then we're going to talk about spirit and anxiety.
Yes.
Because we love that. Right? And how to regulate your nervous system. So we have a great show for you today. So where should we start with our 80s here, Kaleb? Let's introduce you. Tell us a little bit about you. Just a little. Like, some of the top 3 most fascinating things about you.
Aside from my hair. Let's go on here. Well, I, have my massage therapy business. So that's kind of started something that I realized that I like to feel things, and whether that be emotionally, physically, everything I do with intention.
Mm-hmm. What's your intention for this month?
Intention for the month?
For the month. I like to kind of do an intention for the month.
That's a good idea.
I do multiple intentions. Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, everything that I like to do, I have to do with good intention. That's everything. That's my mindset with everything. Everything that I do has to have its purpose, whether it is healing myself, healing others. And I say healing, just kind of like helping somebody find some calm.
Okay.
And thoughts.
Is that your passion?
It is. It is.
Okay, so Kaleb's passion is helping you find calm.
Yes.
Okay, so you massage.
Yes.
And you facial.
Yes.
Esthetician.
Yes.
And what else in your spa?
So I have started with the clothing, and the clothing itself is all organic cotton clothing. And it's cotton, linen, muslin, and this new material called etamine, because I have learned that cotton has a frequency, and that frequency also helps regulate the nervous system. So whether it not be with me, it be with something that you can wear, whether in your kitchen when you're just having your sip of coffee, or if it is in your garden while you're reading a book, or if it's while you're out having cocktails with friends, prancing around, white linen night. You can wear these clothing that doesn't have that polyester that messes with your frequency and slows things down and kind of just creates that static that we're not intended to have.
Okay, so why does polyester create static in the body?
I have not dived into the why on that.
Okay.
I'm still into the why on, this not only feels good when you touch it, when you wear it, the weight, once it touches your skin, it's different. And I'm still in the discovery mode of that. And
I mean, I feel the difference putting this on before the show started. Like, I feel calmer. Mm-hmm. I really do have a different, because we put this on right before, and I can tell that what you're saying is true. But I was just wondering, have they done emotional regulation studies about it, or nervous system studies, or was it just a feeling that you had and then you followed that passion?
Initially, it was just a feeling that I had.
Yeah.
So when I discovered my first kimono, I was at Moonshadow Farms.
Moonshadow Farms?
Yeah.
Where's that?
In Abita Springs.
Oh, right down the road.
Yeah, right down the road.
Okay.
And they have this little festival that they do. It's kind of it was I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I went. Okay. But it was everything that I needed in the moment. And there was a vendor there. And he had this white kimono on this mannequin that had these blue, it was very similar to this print. Very similar, but instead of it being the bronzy red here, it was black. So it was hooded, had pockets. I went up and I was just like, can I touch that? Something just told me I need to touch it, okay? Because it was just flowing.
He's like, of course you
He
can.
said, you have to touch this. He said,
Okay.
you actually have to put this on. And as soon as I put it on, I could immediately just feel everything that I went to this festival for leaving my body just because this was on me.
Wow.
And I just kind of from that moment, I think that's when things started to turn. I was going through a weird transition in this breakup with my only long-term relationship that I've ever had, by the way. Only long-term relationship.
And what's long-term for you?
3 years.
Okay. I'm not far behind you.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, I broke my own record too, but for a while it was right there with you.
Well, I'm somebody that I would much rather nip it in the bud than try to drag it out. And if it's not working, it's not working. Yeah. But this is my first time. It was like I had invested so much time into this person, so I was still trying to figure out who I was again because I had shrunk myself down so much. Anyway, back to the product. And I felt
that feels juicy, though. We might have to go revisit that. Yeah.
So I could feel it starting. This was
meaning inspiration like
on where I was going with my life.
Purpose.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I had only been doing massage at that point in time. Let's see. We didn't do moonshadow this year. So it was last year that was moonshadow.
Okay.
So it was last spring. It was raining. I remember that. It did kind of rain a little bit in my tent. It's fine. It's fine. I was soaked and happy. So
yeah, I mean, you were starting by touching a robe or a kimono. You were starting to find your soul purpose.
Yes.
And so I love that because it's not that difficult. You can have your own awakening in your bedroom. You can have awakening having in a massage. I've gotten some of the best ideas in just yoga class. You know, it's just the download is real. Yeah. And so you were getting a download on this clothing.
And I feel like something was opening in me.
Yeah.
Because the block was no longer, it was starting to break those walls down that I had developed for so long.
Yeah.
And it was coming down and it was starting to feel like, you ever had a massage where they feel like you really open up your diaphragm? Like they break up all that fascia in there and you're able to finally take in that really nice inhale. And then when that exhale comes out, it's like all that stuff is coming off with that. That's what it started to feel like I was able to do. Wow. And it was just from putting this on. I didn't even ask. I was just, okay, how do I Venmo you? Didn't ask them the price, didn't anything.
Here's my money.
Okay. That was all my spending money for the weekend. But it was great. It was worth it. 100% worth it. And I reached out to him again on Venmo and was like, I would like to somehow carry your line in my studio, whether it be consignment or if you do wholesale. And we developed actually a really good relationship. And he's a very dear friend of mine now who has given me the connections to Turkey to find the clothing line that I carry.
Okay. So you currently have in your studio. Okay.
I do. I have different colors, different types.
And what about these pants? Are this part of your line too?
Not yet.
It looks the same though.
Yes.
But it's not.
It's not. Okay. I don't want to dive into his line, but I will carry his line in my space.
Okay.
Mine is more for hotter temperatures.
Okay.
Mine breathes a little bit. So like something like this, I really wouldn't recommend on like our normal summer day weather outside.
Okay. So you're going to be carrying your own line.
I do have pants. I have this linen romper that's super cute. I have men's joggers that are cotton and linen.
Wow.
And I have some men's linen shorts too. Yeah.
And when is it going to be ready?
I have some available now.
Okay, so we need to go online?
No, it's not online. You got to come see. You have to touch it. You have to touch it.
Okay, so she's in Mandeville. And if you are not local listening to this, then you can do a FaceTime with her. Yes. And you won't be able to touch it. But I'm telling you right now, there's two of us wearing it, and it's incredible.
It's like wearing a hug.
It's wearing a hug.
It's that aunt that taught you how to hug really good when you were a kid.
You're wearing her. Are you a good hugger?
I'm great. Let's hug. I love putting the effort in the sweet.
I have, oh, look how cute. You can see that.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, I'm a big, big hugger. I think that's really important about calming your nervous system, don't you think?
Yes.
And if you're not a good hugger, then I think you have to learn how to be a good hugger. And who teaches you how to be a good hugger? Because what if your family isn't hugging? Okay. And because I know definitely some non-huggers that are in my family, not my immediate blood, but in my family, we have some half huggers. Some of these, like a little tap and hug, or a little side,
just kind of rub your back.
You get a little rib cage hug. A rib cage hug.
Yeah.
You know what those are?
Yeah.
Like the
lat
little
touch.
side, like side lat. So who taught you how to hug?
My aunt, my dad's brother's wife, my Aunt Zoe, and love her. She's probably one of the people that has influenced me most on the spiritual side of me, to be at peace with a lot and allowing other people to be who they are as well. But ever since I was a little girl, she'd always be like, climb on my lap, come give me a hug. And she would just hold me. Aww. And she would just squeeze me for like 15 solids. It felt like 10 years, but she would just squeeze me for 10 years. And I always remember just being like, you would just like melt in her arms. And she's a tall lady and kind of,
and you're small.
And I'm small.
And you're small.
So it was always really nice to just kind of feel like I'm like, you can't see. My knees are my chest. And she just like hold me. And ever since then, it just has been something that's just stuck with me. Now, there have been moments when I've been in company of people that I'm not like, I don't really want to hug you, so I will do the half hug. I'll be like,
so maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, some people, and I don't know if it's because they don't know how to hug, but maybe they're just not as willing to give that part of themselves to somebody else. Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to them, because something has happened to them in their past, whether they realize it or not, that has made them feel like that's not okay for me to do to just anybody. Mm-hmm. That's a side of them that they keep guarded. Mm-hmm. And understanding.
Like, yesterday, I had this teenager that I had never met. I went to a market, Christmas market, which is why I'm all decked in my Christmas gear too, because not only is it my 80s hair, but it's also my Christmas gear, because I love Christmas, because it's just so festive and fun.
I love anything festive.
And you just get to drink. Like, I started a rom-com this morning while I worked out. And there's nothing I love more in this season right now than Hallmark and Netflix movies for Santa and romantic comedies. Like, nice. I'm a sucker. Like, they get me on every
They
one,
get it to you?
whether it's good or not. And the girl in this one is the one from Virgin River. Have you ever watched Virgin River?
No.
Okay, well, I stopped watching Virgin River, but we watched like the first 5 seasons. But it's her, and I love her. Love her. So she's in it.
My son has been blasting Christmas music since he woke up Thursday, like on Thanksgiving morning. It has been just being drilled into me, like, we're going to do Christmas. And I'm like, okay, we'll do Christmas. He doesn't understand that I have a closet full of like costumes for Christmas. That like, we're going to be a reindeer. We'll be elf on the shelf. I have a couple different little Santa outfits, and I might even be a cute Christmas tree at some point. But here we are.
I love that.
Yeah, it's good. It's been really cool to see the other side of the spectrum finally swapped, where he's the one instilling the spirit into me, where usually in the past it's been him instilling it. I mean, me instilling it into him. Yeah, like, hey, it's Christmas time. We're going to sing. We're going to do the holiday stuff. It's cold outside. Let's be snuggly.
I know.
And this year it's him.
I'm glad it stopped being about the presents.
Oh, yeah.
For us, because it just, we still have one kid left in the house, but it's just been nice to just be festive instead of like, oh my God.
Spread so thin.
And I'm spending all my money on presents.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad that phase is over. I'm so happy.
Yes.
So now I can wear my Christmas earrings that are $32. Which, why can't people make Christmas earrings for $15?
I don't understand that.
So annoying.
It's very annoying. You know what? No, I've got some girlfriends coming over.
Do you carry earrings?
I actually do carry earrings. They're not festive ones, but it's a little girl, Ashley, who is out of Covington. She's she's a mother of 2 children, and Iris and Elm is her line. So she hand makes her own little jewelry and stuff. So it's like a little local handcrafted situation. I like to have some local artist in there as well. I have a lady that has her hand poured candles that I like because it's toxin free. You know, all the things that are not good for you.
To wreck your hormones.
Yes.
And Kelly just came on the last podcast and talked about how we wreck our hormones without even knowing it.
All these specials that go on over at Bed Bath & Beyond, or was it Bath & Body Works? It's that one, the Bath & Body Works. Not knocking it. They smell fantastic. I don't suggest having 5 burning in your house at a time.
No. I'm an incense girl, so I light an incense and do a little breath of fire and get that incense going and I just picture it clearing my lungs instead of actually or candles. It feels like a layer of wax.
Yeah.
Even the hand poured ones, I love those, but sometimes I feel like those are heavier on the smell.
What I like about the hand poured ones is I light them, leave them burn till like the first bit of it is melted.
Okay.
And you can blow it out. And that way it's not consistently burning, but that scent still stays without the wax being in the air, if that makes sense.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Where did I read that? There was a candle company that I actually carried that suggested that's how. When I was at Aveda, when I was in school for my esthetician.
Aveda.
Yes. Because I love their candles. And they were like, you can make the candles last longer too. That's how they last a lot longer.
Okay, so we just burn the candle
till like the top bit of it is melted, and then you blow it out.
And blow it out, and then it just lingers.
Yes, because of the soy, if it's a hand poured, because of the wax that's in it is meant to hold that smell, and it's meant to not disperse the toxins in the air. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's awesome for candle tip. All right, let's talk about your patio talks because, I am all about digging in deep for relationships, and there's so many layers of relationships. It's like first you have the attraction, and then you have like, are you going to fit into my life type? And then it's like, then it's all of a sudden you're dating the mirror and you're like, fuck. Do I really act like this? Oh, I do act like this. I do act like this. Oh, I need to change. Yes. Instead of making them change, it's like, okay, I need to change. I apparently suck, right? No, I'm just kidding. But, so then we have the mirror, and then we have sometimes we make it long term, and sometimes we have the breakup. Yes. And then we just get drawn to all these types of people: physical, spiritual, emotional, mental. So right now on Facebook, Kaleb is going through what she calls patio talks. And I love it so much because I'm a feelings person too. And I love to journal, and I like to write all my feelings out. And that's why I wrote a book. But Kaleb has intrigued me, and this is why I wanted to have her on, besides to go get a massage and to buy her fabulous clothing. But, what do you feel like the juice is behind your patio talks? Do you feel like it's, because you talk about relationships a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
So were you burned?
I've been burned many times.
And have you done the burning?
If I haven't known about it. And I think that's part of it too. Like, hey, let me know if I've been wrong. I'm a very receptive person, have not always been. I have been in my past reactive to when somebody would say, well, this is what you're doing, and immediately get defensive. Like, I am not, this is it. And terrible, okay? Terrible.
The mirror.
The mirror. And as I've gotten older and I see people and hear I have a lot of guy friends, and that's understanding. I have a lot of women friends too. So hearing both sides talk about what they're going through in their relationships, I'm like, oh, this is where I could have been different in mine too.
Yes.
And so reflecting on things that I have been through and my experiences, and allowing somebody else to, hey, maybe this perspective, like without, it's a safe space for them to express, here's where it could have been different, or here's how this thought process probably happened. Because women react very emotionally.
We're so emotional.
We're so emotional. And since I was a kid, my mom used to tell me all the time, stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. And I'm like, but then nobody knows how I feel.
That was such a generation phrase, stop wearing your heart. And mine was all like, don't blow up. So because I would like hold it and blow up. And I still, to this day, do that, except I blow up behind closed doors and then work it out. Yeah. And then I try and do it a more productive way.
Yes.
But it's still like those patterns that you learn as a kid is like, don't wear your heart on your sleeve. Like if you're super emotional and you're heart centered, why not? Why can't you wear your heart on your sleeve?
Oh, and I think that's always because I've always wanted to love. everything I want to love.
Have you been in love?
I have been in love. I think once.
That's it?
I've loved
How
many.
old are you?
Me, 35.
Oh, such a baby. Caleb's a baby today.
So
Only once.
Only once. I've loved many people.
Okay.
I have loved many people. And there have been times when I loved those people and thought that I was in love.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that's not the case. And you couldn't have told me that then.
Yeah.
But looking back now, I've only been in love once. And I tell people all the time, I love you.
Yeah.
Obviously not in romantic situations anymore, because then it gets kind of weird. Because then I'm like, no, I'm not like in love with you, guy. But
I love things about you.
I
might like your mind, your body, your
because you're still in the discovery mode when you're dating. You know, you're still in the I love the way I feel when I'm with you.
Yes.
And that's oftentimes where people get confused with that I'm in love with this person. No. That's not it. You need to like take a step back and really evaluate, hey, am I in love with you? Would I love you unconditionally? And am I allowing you to be who you are, accepting that, and still loving you, accepting that? Like, that is where I think a lot of the confusion happens. And maybe not. I'm still in that learning mode myself. Every day I learn something new about myself and about everybody else. But that is one thing that I stand by. And that's probably when you asked earlier, what is your intention? It's just to kind of allow people to be themselves and allow them to feel like they deserve to be loved being themselves. Because I think I wrote about this morning, actually, in my patio talk.
Tell us.
It was, I've loved many people that have never known what it's like to be loved unconditionally. Everything that they felt like it has had to be on a condition. It's almost like I compared it to giving a stray dog attention. You have to approach it in a way that's like, I don't know how you're going to react to this. You got to approach it softly.
Yeah. Because what if they haven't been loved? To your point, if they haven't been loved, do they tell you that they haven't been loved?
No.
Okay. So when you're out in the dating world, and I love to help people with dating, it's like one of my passions. And I think I was like, even in one of the groups, local groups, someone's like, I need help dating. I'm like, well, we can just change the name of my business and call it Awake and Change Dating. Because like, I love helping people find love, but it's complicated.
It's very complicated.
Because you have to be willing to work on yourself. And that's why I like your patio talks, because it sounds like to me that you are willing to really work on yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Because I want to be heard. So in order to be heard, I need to also hear.
Yes. Right.
I'm giving what I want to receive.
In order to receive it. Yeah. And what about what I'm currently working on is, and I'm always working on this, but detachment.
Oh, I'm not good at that. I'm working on it though. Yes, I am definitely working on it. But I am like someone that's like, no. You ever thrown something out into the ocean that doesn't know how to swim? That's what I feel like anytime I try to detach. I can't breathe.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't need you. I don't want you. I don't need to survive with you. Yeah. Like, because when I went through yoga training, and they were saying like, even we have to practice with our kids being detached. We have to practice because they're a gift for us, yes. Right? Yeah, and if you believe in God and the universe or a higher being, then they're our gift. So we have to practice being detached from our kids, detached from our loves, detached from our best friends, detached from our husbands, our wives. And so that, like, in the dating world is hard, because that goes back to what you were saying, which is, how do you love somebody and give them your all and still practice detachment?
Yeah.
How do you unconditionally love them?
Yeah, and accept the fact that it could be a temporary situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I find a lot of women right now that I talk to that are in the dating world, they want to meet their forever man.
Oh, we all do. I want that dream come true.
Okay, but I guess I'm just like a weird one or something. But like, why can't people just date and like get to know each other, maybe have sex, maybe actually go out to dinner and talk about something deep?
Right.
Like explore some spiritual side. Like, why does it have to be like the one, forever
You can't
guy.
put pressure on every person that you meet.
Yeah.
That is not, and I think that's part of like where people get dating and commitment confused.
Yeah.
Dating is great. Dating is nice. You can talk about exclusivity, but it doesn't mean it's a commitment to each other.
Yeah.
You're talking about if you're doing an energy exchange, and this is just my perception on like sex in a relationship when you're getting to know somebody, I think that, people get onto that whole 3-date rule or 3-month rule or whatever.
I haven't heard that.
No, they're like, I can't have sex with him until we've gone on so many dates or after we've been seeing each other for so long.
I didn't know that was a rule.
I don't know what the guidelines are with it, but I've heard many people talk about it.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. No, I don't think you should just be a Jezebel and hop on, the first guy that buys you dinner. Absolutely not.
No. But, does he even have to buy you dinner? Or she? Like, can't you buy your own dinner?
You can absolutely buy your own dinner.
Yeah, buy your own dinner.
That's absolutely fine. But, and it just kind of goes into where people have their hard nose and those hard discussions. There's very difficult questions that need to be asked, but that way there's no confusion. And instead of being afraid to approach the confusion, they need to be more afraid of what's going to happen to them if they don't ask those questions. Because that detachment, when you have different expectations than somebody that's pursuing you or you're pursuing, at what point in time is it allowed to be okay or to be hurt?
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be 9 out of 10, someone's going to be hurt.
Absolutely. Zero assumptions when you have answers.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And also, what happens with divine timing in dating? If you have a 3-date rule or a 3-month rule, or I remember, now that you're bringing this up, I remember thinking, I think I had a 6-month back in the day. Like 6 months, they would kind of show their ass.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So 6 months was kind of in my realm in the time.
Yeah, you kind of give it about 6 months, and it's like, they ended up like...
Yeah, and if not, you keep them around.
Mm-hmm.
And inevitably, because you're co-creating with the universe, at 6 months, it would either blow up or not.
Yep. You're manifesting what the fall is at that point.
Okay, so do you have a 3-date rule?
I don't
or
have
a 3-month
any
rule?
of that. I have can I even talk to this person rule?
Does this person have a brain rule?
Are they receptive to what I have to say? And can they deliver things to me that are hard to deliver softly, that are not offensive? And there's a difference in between being offended and being hurt.
Yes.
Because when things are delivered with intention to hurt you, absolutely that's offensive.
You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it.
Now, being hurt by somebody's truth just because it isn't what you wanted to hear is totally different.
Oh, yes, I know. I'm working through that right now. Yeah, just, with a friend. Someone's truth is, hurting my feelings. And I'm really trying not to take it personal.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to detach. But it goes deep. Because if you've had friendships for a long, 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 long time, whether it be sexual or emotional, physical or spiritual.
Any kind of relationship like that.
Any kind
that
of
has
relationship.
That soul attachment,
Yeah, the soul attachment. It's hard. And I think that's why a lot of people shy away from dating.
Yes.
I think that's also why they shy away from having few but deep friendships.
Yes.
They have many, many, many friendships. Right?
Yes.
Or a lot of people have none.
I'm going to take these off.
Or a lot of people have none.
Yeah.
But I think getting into the heart and soul. So do you feel like your patio talk is really getting into the heart and soul of Kaleb?
Yeah. I feel like I'm finally starting to expose myself to the world like that.
Okay.
Because, I've actually had several people try to set me up recently on dates, and I've been like, I just don't think it's right for me.
Can't imagine who that
was. You're not the only one. And
You're just so damn cute.
Oh, thank you.
And your spirit just speaks to me. Sometimes you just call me at night in my spirit world and you're like, okay, I haven't come for a massage yet and you're on my list. I'm doing Kelly next week.
I don't blame you. Kelly is
I'm doing
great.
Her raindrop therapy that she talked about on the podcast.
I've seen her do a raindrop therapy at one of our massage conventions, and she's just Kelly is amazing.
I've had her massage before, but I haven't had her raindrop.
Okay.
And so, can't wait. But I'm coming to you next. Okay. I'm so excited. So I like to kind of venture around and see people's energy and see because every spirit comes through people in different ways. and it comes through. It's not like getting like this magical, like, do my muscles feel better? I hope so. Is my lymph draining? I hope so. But like, it's the energy behind it too.
Especially when you have a therapist that is an intuitive therapist.
Oh, yeah. So do you work with your spirit guides, since you just called yourself intuitive, which is my favorite word?
I am new to that realm and understanding that. So
What? We need to spend more time together.
We do need to spend more time together. I'm still in discovery mode. I'm still young.
What?
I am baby. So, I'm open to learning so much more out there, because I go, once again, it's the feminine in me that goes on my feelings and what feels good to me. And I gravitate towards that. And that's kind of like where I've gone when we're discussing dating. Like people want to set me up on dates, but I've gone on one date that
no blind dates.
It was local. I'm not going to say any names. So I meet this guy for coffee. I don't show up with a coffee date. I'm not going to I don't wear a full face of makeup for my own self on a regular basis, much less for a guy that I don't know.
Right. Who cares?
Why am I trying to impress somebody? This is who I am. So I show up for coffee and I'm wearing my kimono, my little nice cotton pants, and I'm cute. I think I'm cute, right? No makeup. We're meeting at Tandem. Had great conversation. He's nice. He's an artist, whatever. We go on a second date, and after like a beer.
Oh, we had a beer at the second date?
He had a beer at the second date.
Okay.
And I had a beer at the second date. We go walk on the lakefront, and we sit on the bench, and we're just talking, getting to know each other and having those conversations. It's awkward when there's so much pressure when it's God. Okay, you got to go on this date to get to know this person. Yes. And so we're sitting there, and I don't know if he just is a lightweight or maybe he had more beers before I got there.
Definitely.
Full on tongue down my throat, was like aggressive with it. And I was like, okay. Got a little handsy, tried to put his hand. I was like, all right, here's just time. I think it's time for us to go home. Kisses me goodbye at my car. All right, we're going to let that slide. A couple of days go by, and he sends me a message that says, it was very nice to meet you, and I think you're going to do wonderful in life. He was like, but I think I'm a little too conservative for you. And I said, okay. And I let it go. I'm not going to argue with it because, sure you are.
Doesn't sound conservative.
It doesn't sound very conservative at all, right? But once again, it's in allowing somebody to be who they are, and I'm not going to argue with him. Because if that's your perception of me, when you didn't even try to really get to know me, you didn't ask if I was conservative at all.
You just told me.
You just told me you were conservative, and I was not. So we're going to let that go.
Yeah.
But that has been my experience in that I'm going to set you up with somebody world. And I was like, I think from here on out, we're just going to kind of let those things kind of happen naturally as they do. And if I want to go on a date with somebody, it will be him asking me in person, not
a setup.
A setup.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. I'll stop trying to set you up. I already did. Anyway.
Everybody else, please stop trying to set me up too.
Okay, don't set Kaleb up.
Because I had somebody else in our other communities. It's been a fun thing. And I appreciate that people see me as somebody that's worthy of being a potentially good partner for somebody. That was a good feeling. And it lets me know that the journey that I'm on now with all my patio talks, that I'm in a right direction, because I am allowing that safe space. And it's not very common for men to have a safe space. Because constantly when women go to them with like, I feel like this, and then a man says, okay, and I feel like this, the woman oftentimes gets very defensive in the fact that that man feels that way. And I don't know if it's because the teeter-tottering with the narcissism, but I think that women don't realize that they're hurting somebody, and they subconsciously don't like the idea that they're hurting somebody, because that sucks. And to make somebody feel that way, that ultimately turns around and has their actions make them feel a way. It's just a rhythm, and that's where it kind of comes into that. If I want to be heard, I'm going to hear.
Wow. Okay. Let's process that. I think that's really good. And I'm just trying to think about from my own perspective, because you and I both come from a background of having narcissistic experiences, right? Which you think that the word is overused. And I think that It is, and it isn't.
It is and it isn't. In a true aspect, there are whereas like there's a lot of narcissism. There's a lot of it.
But we also need it because that's how people like ourselves. You, and it's how people like you and I also wake up.
Yes. Yes.
And it's an awakening tool, narcissism. But I also think you're dead on, because I think I'm probably one of those people. I think it's easier for women. I mean, like something I work on, not like, but I think it's easier for women to just say what they're going to say and their partners are just supposed to deal with it.
Yeah.
Whereas when it is reversed, it's way harder for us to hear.
Yes.
I don't know why. Like, can women not take criticism? Are we just more sensitive? Do we not on a very deep level just value ourselves, so the second we hear some criticism, it like rips us to our core and rips our heart out, so we just can't hear it?
Yeah.
You know? And when you're saying that, I'm just like, oh yeah, I have a hard time with criticism. Right? But I definitely have been in therapy for years on how to deliver criticism.
Yes.
Constructively. Right? Because I used to just like blurt it out. And that sucks. Why is it hard for me to receive it and I expect someone else for it to be easy to receive?
Yeah.
Right? And are you experiencing that in your relationships? You know, as you date, it's like kind of one-sided.
Yeah, I've definitely seen, well, and also too, I find that when I try to express emotion sometimes to men, and I don't know if it's, and I think a lot of that is because they've never been taught that having those emotions is okay.
It's valid.
And not even.
And real.
Everybody has emotions. We all get emotions. Yes. We all have things and we all process them the way we have. We are responsible for our own reactions to those emotions. We've had that discussion.
Yes.
I definitely, so that long-term relationship after it ended, neither one of us were perfect. And I say that because there have been times that I could have approached what was going on in our relationship differently.
Oh,
and
10 times better.
1,000. Yeah.
1,000 times better. I think we learn all of our mistakes from all these relationships.
Absolutely.
Which is why I tell people to get out there and date. Right? Because you learn about yourself and how dumb you are.
Yeah.
It's just like how, like, oh my God, I used to do that. Oh my God, I said that. Oh my God. Like,
and look, and I don't say things out of threat anymore. So whenever I was with him at the end of our the last year of our relationship, I was like, look, if you keep doing this, I'm going to leave.
I don't have to say
anymore. Right. So I found that me just continuously saying that and then allowing him to come back, and he would say it again and he would come back. But I'm to the point now to where I've like, you know what I could have done differently was not say that until I was actually ready to do that.
Follow through.
Yes.
Instead of just the endless threats.
Yes. And I've dated a couple people since then. One of them I had to be like, look, do this again, I'm blocking you. Did it again, blocked, left and blocked. Restraining order.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I hate when that happens.
So, and then there's been like a couple other like instances since then where I've met people and I'm like, okay, I'll just take a step back. I don't have to say anything because we're not even there.
You're not even there.
We're not even there.
They don't need an explanation.
I just see where we are. And if they ask, I'm like, well, this is what I noticed and this is what I wanted to avoid. And I appreciate you as a person, which is why we were even in that position in the first place, and respected that enough to kind of remove myself from it blowing up and that not being fun for us even as friends anymore.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I create connections with people and I don't have to keep them in my circle, but I definitely want to keep whatever connection I have with people peaceful.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Peace is where it's at, but we have also a responsibility and an awakening that those people don't need to be in our lives forever.
Yes.
It can just be a peaceful hi bye.
Hi bye.
I appreciate you. I respect you, but you're just not one of my deep people anymore.
Yes. And I've recently also had a discussion with somebody about forgiveness. I made a post recently that hurt her feelings. And it was not my intention to hurt her feelings ever.
Yeah.
And actually, it wasn't even an attack at her at all. It just dug up.
It was just one of your patio talks?
Yes. And it dug up some old feelings for her. And I genuinely was hurt that I hurt her feelings. Genuinely was hurt and was like, hey, look, I'm not saying I didn't hurt your feelings. I just need you to process your why. Because that's what's been helping me on my forgiveness.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going through that right now, Kaleb.
How to process your why. Process it. Because when you get into that, it just kind of helps. You're able to really decipher where your anger comes from. And it might not even be that the person directly hurt you. It could be something from like 30, 50 years ago, you know, whatever.
Or past lives.
Yes.
It could be just the mirror ready to be seen.
Yes. And a day later, she was like, I forgive you. And I said, oh.
I wasn't asking for that.
Okay.
That's great.
I said, but can you please like mean that when you say it though? And in the future, to prevent offending somebody, that if you actually do forgive them, don't just blatantly be like, I forgive you, because then it just takes away the whole meaning of it, because that forgiveness isn't for them, it's for you. And I've heard the phrase in the past, you know, forgiveness and holding on to that hate, that anger.
Yeah.
When you're holding on to that, it's like drinking the poison and expecting the person that you're angry with to die from it. Yes. When you drank it.
Yes.
So you've got to let that go, because the peace is for you. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? It's just something
that's my confirmation. It's so true. It is drinking the poison.
Yeah.
It's just like, I can't remember who told me this. Grudge holding always makes you fat.
Yeah.
And sick.
It does. It's cancer.
I literally don't remember who told me that, but it's so true.
Yeah.
The people that are angry and holding grudges long term are usually sick.
Yeah.
You know. So did you work it out? Like,
oh yeah.
Did you say like, okay, I guess I needed forgiveness, and then
I accepted it. I said, you know, I apologize, and I said, in the future, I will keep what I say in mind on how it might affect others in a negative light, because my intention with my posts is never to bash anybody. I don't ever bash anybody.
Are you writing from the heart?
Yes.
Are you writing from a place of woundedness? Like, what are you?
A lot of my posts are self-reflections. You know, when I go into my journaling and I start getting into my scribbles, and sometimes when I tell you my journaling sometimes makes zero sense. It'll be a sentence that starts in one way and I'm completely on another topic in the next sentence. As soon as that period hits the paper, it's on to the next one, you know, and if I don't even have paper, I'm typing it in my phone. My notes section
is packed.
Oh, it's so full.
Oh, good.
Probably needs its own external. And there's times that like when I'm out, because I've been writing since I was a kid. I've always enjoyed it. I've been writing poetry since I was in 3rd grade. So writing has always been an outlet of sorts for me. And this patio talk is definitely coming from a place of reflection, from healing, from, you know, experiences, yeah. And then also opening up grounds for people to feel like they have a safe place to talk to. Because you know, you have people that are relating to you. Absolutely. Relating to me, or feeling like they can finally talk about something that they can't talk about anywhere else. And no, I'm not a therapist. I am not a therapist. I'm not a counselor, but I am a safe space for someone to bounce ideas and thoughts and feelings off of. Yeah. Masculine, feminine, whatever it is. And, you know, when I started making these posts, my inbox blew up. And it's not with, oh, I would love to date you. I would love to, let me show and be this man for you. It's been more of people really coming to me, women and men. Like authentically, and just sharing their experiences with me. And it's just, thank you for sharing that with me, because I know it's hard. And especially people that are really kind of still processing that as well. And maybe I am giving an outlet for someone to put that on paper and get out of what I get out of putting things on paper. And that's the healing side of it, letting it out. It is. You know, because it's just like Shrek said, better out than in. Better out than in. That goes for farting, talking, all of the above. Because if you keep it in, it gives you problems. Like, you will have irritable bowel syndrome if you don't fart. Stop harvesting that bacteria. It's not good. It's not good. And you will have a cold heart if you don't share your feelings. And you will also be scared to date. And there's so many women and men that are scared to date
And it doesn't have to be that complicated.
It doesn't.
It can be fun. You can have boundaries. You can block them. You can have coffee. If they try to feel your boob and you don't like it, then you can say, see you later. You're for someone else.
Yeah.
You can call the police on them if you want.
Yeah,
I mean, whatever you want.
Yes. However your reaction is, let it be yours.
Yeah, I mean, so I think also the space that you're holding, Kaleb, I think, is that you're holding a safe space for people to also try something that is out of their comfort zone. Because I can feel that you're out of your comfort zone when you share that.
Yeah.
I can feel that from you. And that's just part of my gift. It's just, I know that you're putting it out in the world and you're hoping for the best for everybody. But I know that things are coming back in. So it's interesting to hear your inbox and people responding to that, because I want to send you a message. And I did. I was like, come on the podcast. Come talk about it. Right? Because it's so impressive that, number one, you want to take your feelings and put them out in public, because I love that. And I think there's such a need for people to talk about uncomfortable situations. Because number one, it takes away our anxiety.
Takes away the anxiety, takes away the assumptions. Because then if you tell somebody how you're feeling, they're not assuming how you're feeling.
Right. You're just like out in the open.
Yeah.
And it's just, they can decide then to break up with you or not.
Or not.
And I love that honesty. It's like, okay, well, here I am. Do you like me or not? And do you know how many times I've been dumped? 1,000.
Yeah.
But I also dated a lot. So I've been dumped a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you are too weird for me. You are too crazy for me. You are too honest for me.
Yep.
You tell me exactly what you want. I can't provide that.
Yes. Yeah. And that's okay. And that is absolutely okay. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. And I've always appreciated that with people, like, oh, okay, what I don't appreciate is the manipulation and the making somebody think that there's something wrong when that's not even necessary. You can have so much more fun with somebody if you are honest. I've had many guy friends, and there's even been some that I've dated that have been like, I have found that you've offered a space for me to be able to be comfortable, and we've had so much fun. I've gotten great friends from that. People that I've dated in the past that we weren't a fit. We were honest about it, but we also knew that there was a connection in the first place. It doesn't have to remain. We respect the boundaries, and it just kind of, we're friends. And
we need more of that. We need more of that. People need more of that. And we need to practice. People need to practice dating. And people need to go to your Facebook. Tell them what it is.
Kaleb Stigler. You can probably search up hashtag Patio Talks. Kaleb.
Yeah, because it's not.
It's not. Yeah, and it's not Kayla.
Kaleb.
Stigler, Stigler. I'm Stigler's mom. So
that's funny. And she's funny.
Sometimes. Not always an emotional
and she's
wreck.
Serious.
If you actually go to my Facebook, it even has the thing on there. Sometimes I'm funny. Because I do like to have my little bit of comic relief in there. There's times when I'm like, if we start dating right now, we could be arguing about our Christmas presents, our Christmas pajamas. I think that was my post. We do fun things. I do enjoy it.
Hashtag Patio Talks.
Look, hashtag Patio Talks. And my comment section is open for debate. I just ask that everybody have the same respect for everybody. I'm sharing a space for people to release, not to attack. And I'm offering that space because that's what space I've always wanted. And you have it. Yeah. You have it. And it might evolve. I have goosebumps again. So Patio Talks, I'm just going to be the first one to say it, but it needs to be a podcast. And you need to have a book. Okay. All right. Maybe. So podcast and book coming in the future from Kaleb Stigler's mom. And some, sharing dating stories will help other men and women get out of their comfort zone, get into the world of honesty, spirituality, morals, commitment versus actually just having fun. Yeah. We don't have to be so serious. You can laugh.
And I just think that the world needs this.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing your
Thank you for having
life
me.
with us.
I love
Go
this.
see Kaleb, get a massage, buy some clothing, and visit her online at Patio Talks or Kaleb Stigler. Okay, Satnam. Bye-bye.
Bye.